Jai Sai Ram. Sant Tukaram Maharaj story. Sant Tukaram Maharaj, who made proud the tradition of Sant Dhyaneshwar, Namdev and Eknath and the great saint of Maharashtra, was born in 1608 AD at Dehu on the banks of river Indriani near Pune. Few people believe his birth time to be 1577, 1598 and 1609. His father's name was Bolhoba and mother's name was Kanaki. He was the second child of his parents out of 3 sons and 2 daughters. Sri Tukaram Maharaj's family was rich and so he lived a very good childhood. When he was 13 years old, he was married to a girl named Rakhmai. But Rakhmai had severe asthma and so Sri Tukaram's parents got him married again. The name of his second wife was Jijabai. When Tukaram's father became old, he thought of giving the responsibility of his business and house to his elder son. But his elder son Savji was disinterested and so all the responsibilities came to Tukaram's shoulder. That time his age was only 17 years, but then he managed everything with great efficiency. 4 years he managed the responsibility of house and business successfully. First, his mother and father died and elder brother's wife also died. After the death of his wife, elder brother Savji, who was already disinterested in mundane life, became an ascetic and he left the house and went for pilgrimage. Because of all this, even Tukaram's heart broke and he lost all enthusiasm in the household. With this, the business became slow and taking advantage of this, the debtors stopped returning his money and the creditors kept asking him for money. This way, the business got affected and the time for bankruptcy came. Around 2 times his in-laws helped him, but once the business was affected, it never came back on track. All his efforts did not pay off. Meanwhile, Pune region had a severe famine. Many people died fluttering without food and water. Seeing all these, Tukaram's mind was filled with sorrow. Just then, his troubles reached their peak. His first wife died and soon after his son also died. But after all these difficulties, Tukaram came out as an image of asceticism. He handed over his younger brother his share and became engrossed in singing bhajans and praying. After great difficulties, Sant Tukaram's mind and heart became absorbed in reciting Lord's name forever. By the grace of God, whenever he used to sit down for kirtan with people, he used to start saying Abhangvani on its own. Seeing the greatest sense in his creations, great saints and people respected him and started bowing to him. With the fame of Sant Tukaram Maharaj, many people were upset. Of this, one person who was a great scholar of Vedas felt offended that a person like Tukaram, belonging to another caste, sings abhangs and all the other castes including Brahmins believe him and respect him. That is why he told a Hakim, a learned man, to order Tukaram to leave Dehu and go away. At this, Tukaram went to Rameshwar Bhatt and told him, "The abhangs which I say are said by the orders of Lord Pandurang. You are a Brahmin and God. With your orders, I will stop creating abhangs. But what about those abhangs which are already made and which are kept with me?" At this, the Pandit asked him to throw away those abhangs in the river. Sant Tukaram Maharaj did the same as per the orders of the Brahmin, but he was very upset with the idea that he would not be able to write or sing Lord's abhangs. His heart was in so much trouble with this that he had left intake of food and water and sat down on a stone in front of Vitthal temple, saying either Lord should meet or he would die. This way, Tukaram sat on the stone for 13 days and 13 nights without eating or drinking. In the end, sympathizing with his devotion, God appeared in front of him in the form of a child. Tukaram bowed at his feet and lifting him, God embraced him. Blessing him, he told Sri Tukaram Maharaj, "The abhangs that you have created, I have kept them safe in the river of Indriani. Today, I have given it to you and your devotees." After the glimpse of Lord in front of him, Sri Tukaram Maharaj lived for 15 years on the earth. Until the time he was alive, he continuously sang abhangs. People were gratified listening to his edification. Many became Sri Tukaram's disciples. Even Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj wanted to become his disciple, but Tukaram knew that Samarth Ramdas was Shivaji's guru, and that is why he advised Shivaji to go into his refuge. Then also Shivaji Maharaj listened to all his stories of God. On the second day, a dark fortnight of Chaitra month in Samvat, the year of Vikram era 1706, Sri Tukaram ji left for heavenly abode. No one saw his dead body. Actually, he did not die. Lord personally made him sit in his Pushpaka Vimana and took him to Vaikunta, along with his physical body. This way, after going to Vaikunta, many times Sri Tukaram Maharaj appeared in front of his devotees. There are many monuments of Tukaram Maharaj in Dehu and Lahgaon. His Abhangvani is a precious and eternal religious asset. Sri Tukaram lives within his devotees through his abhangs. Lesson from the story of Sant Tukaram. The lesson we learn from this story of Sant Tukaram is that Tukaram showed a sheer devotion towards his Lord Vitthal. He lost all his abhangs, but Lord appeared in a child form and gave back all his abhangs. Likewise, let us also show our devotion towards Baba. Baba will surely take care of us upon seeing our pure devotion. Baba will give back whatever we lost in our wealth, peace, joy, etc., and they will be given back to us by him upon showing our true devotion. Hemant Pant, who wrote the Sai Sat Charitra, has begun his work after salutations to God, then ancient days saints and then modern days saints. He remembered and paid his respect to Sant Tukaram too. Point number 5 in chapter 1. Further, in chapter 4 of Sat Charitra, it is mentioned that different saints and sages appeared in different times, and Saint Tukaram is also one saint mentioned there. Further mentioned that all saints came in different period, and now Baba has come. Abhang was Sant Tukaram's tool to reach his Lord Vitthal. We have Sat Charitra given by our lovely Baba. So, let us read Sat Charitra regularly and reach Baba. This Parayan class is a golden opportunity available to us to read 2 chapters every week and 108 chapters in a year. Let us not miss this golden opportunity. Finally, God came and took Tukaram ji to Vaikunth as his dead body was not available. He received the ultimate aim of birth, that is moksha. Likewise, Baba will give us whatever he thought fit to us. However, all depending upon the purity of devotion we show towards Baba. Let us show our ultimate devotion to him. Jai Sai Ram. Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai.